Hey, beautiful soul, welcome in for your weekly reading, messages, energy check for the week of May 2nd through May 9th, 2025. Welcome in to those that are new. I'm Joy Giovanni, Joyful Medium. If you've not already subscribed or listened to my podcast, Spirit Speakeasy, I would love it if you did. You can find it wherever you listen to podcasts, and it really helps to deep dive into all of these woo-woo topics that are often misunderstood. Let's get right into this weekly reading. I feel like lately we've had a lot of what I call mixed bag, some challenge, some positive, lots of growth, lots of expansion, and good guidance. So that's what I love, is good guidance. Let's get right in with this first card, the Empress. Now, this is a major arcana card. What that means is that it is more about our life as a whole, or the life plan as a whole, rather than the mundane kind of day-to-day events that we go through. This is just reminding you that you do have this creative power, this divine creative energy within you. Whether you present in this world as masculine or feminine does not matter, but this is that energy of that divine feminine creativity, the ability to take ingredients and manifest it into something new, another creation, right? She often is also represented with the goddess Venus. So if you notice, there's this feminine symbol, this heart, but also all of this growth and expansion happening. And sometimes that means jagged edges, right? Growth is almost kind of rarely, right? Smooth and easy and effortless and comfortable. But on the other side of growth, looking back, we almost always eventually can see, oh yeah, okay, I had to climb that mountain, but look at this amazing view, right? So Spirit just reminding us this week that you do have the power, you do have this divine creative energy within you. This next card is Ace of Swords. Now remember, the spirit hand indicates spirit bringing you an opportunity from the side. Aces are often whole new beginnings, right? So for some, it might be something you already have been thinking about, looking at, but for others, it might be something that's totally new idea or a fresh take. Swords often have to do with things of our mind. So logic, reason, putting pieces together. It's why I love that this creative card came first, because this is not always thought of in the realm of creativity, but knowing you do have all of the creative components to use whatever this inspiration, this wisdom, this clarity in a mental, like reality, facts versus fiction sense to make something new after this information comes to light in a new way. The good news, if you're feeling a little nervous about this card, the good news is the Six of Wands is right after it. This is technically called the Victory card. So even though we might be having challenging information coming in as part of this next chapter, new beginning, we do have the creativity and the energy, that like divine creator energy we need. But just know that victory is on our side as well. So this often indicates coming through a bit of a hard time, but on the other side, like I was saying originally about climbing that mountain, right? We've climbed the mountain, we've kind of won, defeated this mountain, and now we get to enjoy the view, enjoy, you know, the rewards. This little wreath on this wand indicates like the rewards of victory. So just know that this is positive and this is good. Now, this next card, it's interesting because it builds. So this is a 6, this is a 7. And for me, when the numbers are ascending like that, I take it as an indication that we're moving in the right direction, right? We're on the right track. So this 7 of Cups is about choices. There is something different in each of these cups. One is even the Victory. None are necessarily bad, but they all have different paths that they open up for us. So as we are looking at whatever new information is coming in this week, really just making our choices wisely. We probably will also be realizing where we are coming out better for the wear, so to speak. But that brings us to choice, because after we complete something, when there's a victory, so to speak, right, then we're choosing either what's next or what to do next or how to use this information or what to create, right? So just be intentionally choosing not only your words, your actions, but your energy. Are you feeling stressed out about all this changing, or can you get grounded in the idea that even if you don't like all the options being presented, you do have some choices here. You do have some free will contribution that you can make. And just be really thinking about, as this choice is revealing itself to you, whatever this is for you. And for many, it might be multiple options, like multiple choice. Just be really leaning into the emotions, where this is a very mental energy card. This is a very passionate, fiery card. The Suit of Cups has to do with our emotions. So when you're making these next phase choices, right, looking into this next chapter, really be tuning into your emotional self. How do you want to feel going forward? Do you want to still be experiencing chaotic energy, right? Maybe you're someone who really thrives in fast-paced things coming at you from all directions, but maybe you're someone who is looking for something different, right? So just be listening or tuning into feeling your emotions about the choices being presented to you for more intuitive information, because you guys have heard me beating this drum all year. It is more important to be using our intuition perhaps more than ever right now. So this is choosing intuitively as well as all the other ways. Now this last card is Two of Pentacles. We've seen this card not that long ago, but this has to do with juggling energy, right? Pentacles often has to do with, and what's interesting, I'm just noticing we have a major arcana, which is probably the theme of the card, using our creativity to expand. But then we have a sword, wands, cups, and finally pentacles. So each suit is represented here. And Two of Pentacles, this juggling energy, two has to do with coming together, collaboration, but also what we're wanting to build, right? Think building blocks. Coins or pentacles has to do with our earthly means, tangible possessions, things that are of this world. Home and family can sometimes be adjacent to this, but it's not the emotional aspect of home and family. It's more the practical aspect of where are we going to live and how are we going to provide for our needs, and what is everyone's role in this family, right? So more of the business of family and less of the emotions, though nothing is hard line, this belongs in this box, this belongs in this box, because we're emotional creatures. But don't be surprised if, as this new information is coming and you're trying to process creatively and you're trying to use your intuition to tap into your emotions for these decisions, and you're feeling pretty fiery about whatever has just, whatever we've maybe just come through collectively or individually, you might feel this energy of juggling as these new opportunities come, as you make these choices. This feels like a positive juggling, even though, juggling always has that little bit of energy of like, okay, this is a lot, but this feels positive. So perhaps you have more than one opportunity for abundance coming in. Perhaps you are building a team in a different way while you're also working on some other project over here. But I do believe that as this year progresses, many of us, whether you're in like a formal workforce, working for an employer and punching a clock, or whether you are an entrepreneur and have your own company, or somewhere in between, maybe you're running a family or household, whatever it is for you, I do think that most of us will be doing multiple, stirring multiple pots, if you will, for the rest of this year. So if you've only worked one way, there's a strong possibility that going forward, we might be looking at multiple streams of things we're focusing on, multiple projects to be giving this kind of juggling energy, but it's in a positive way. So just know that you really do have everything you need to manage, to handle, to come out on top, to win this week, whatever that means, but also to take in the new information that is just either coming in through inspiration, through factual data, through conversation, whatever it is, but be slow to process, take it on board, make your choices accordingly, and don't get nervous about this energy of juggling. It's just part of this transition this week. So let me know how this makes sense for you, and let's keep at it. Big hugs, lots of love. Bye for now.